Triona from SC StarCraft, being ready between Altalis again and Zaphod. Yes. Again, this is going to be one of his earlier games. It won't be the most micro and orientated and odd placement there, but still, like I said, early game. I'm not going to be too harsh. Or am I? No, I won't be too harsh. Mainly because these early games are probably better than my games. And there we go, skewing up the camera yet again. Now, already at Altalis, I'm going to call it Altalis and I'll be fine. Altalis, yes. Altalis already has his Nexus put on 4 APM. You can't really go by it at the minute. So you're going up to 30. We need to really see later in the game to know what the proper APM is like. And wow, I start recording and the fan picks up. I'm not as, I don't know, can you even, I'm going to be quiet again, see if you can hear it. And I've always find Terran is very hard to scout early. See there, Protoss already scouting, just places the beacon down and warping in a pylon. And there we go, already in there. However, Terran has to build it, then go, unless you have to. Oddly, there was no, I don't know if you saw that, I'll come back to later when I remember. Activating the Xel'naga watchtower, luckily the Blizzard placed it there, so you automatically activate it. Wouldn't you go past there. Already putting down gas, very early. Way before the first gateway, and placing down a barracks before deciding to scout isn't too bad with Protoss because they can't really wall in. And there we go, queued up to go everywhere. There we go, taking control. And he sees everything he needs to know. There we go, like any good Protoss do against Terran, harassing the worker. Which must be really annoying. I think SCVs kind of do need at least an extra 5 hit points, to be honest. Because it just needs a. I just realised it just needs a little bit longer. And if you get there early enough, you can stop it. I guess. I don't know. I'm not the balancer. I'm just saying. And there we go. A picture of the probe. Really bad graphics, unfortunately. Still not using the assimilator yet. And still sees everything he needs to see.
Your probes are under attack.
And your probes are under attack. Still, they're still under 400, I guess. Terran, see, I don't think Terran at all has. I don't remember his name, to be honest. I'm just calling him Terran Protoss. Terran still hasn't got a rally point for his SCVs, and he hasn't yet scouted, and he already has 2 SCVs. There we go, those now moving. Well, one of them was, and yet again, there we go. Still producing probes, getting 2 gateways and 3 gateways. I don't know if that might be a full block. No, I don't know, because it might not be. I'm not entirely sure. Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's patience. Now putting 3 probes on the gas. I'm interested in seeing how this is going to work. It already has 140 minerals saved up, and now Terran is now scouting. I don't know if you could actually see in those vents, see who's going on the vents. I guess you could. Good idea. Although I'm not sure that he did it on purpose. And hiding a pylon. I would have put him here, to be honest, in case scouting came over. Then again, if you want to hide something, there's no point doing that. But yeah, I'd put a pylon there as well, just in case. I'm sure we'll see that. First, here we go. APM is at 35 and 37. Dropping down. So he goes up to 70 for the Protoss player, Altalis. I remember his name, Zaphod. Zaphod? I don't know. Zaphod and Altalis. I need to get in my head. And the 3 gateways are now warping in, and an SCV is now ready. I'm just waiting for the 400 mineral mark, and he has enough. Is he actually going to do it? There we go. And there it is going. A sneaky expansion and a gold expansion. It's going to be more of a macro game. I don't think you can see that SUV behind the barracks hiding. There we go, two Marines out. Don't think there's even... There we go, there's a reactor building on that barracks, and I'm curious to see. And there we go, a tech lab building on that one. I guess the Marine was in the way, so it couldn't build the tech lab. And there we go. They look like they're talking. Yes, hello there. I've never met you before. I just came out of this building. Really? Yeah, I do wonder how this game works sometimes. And realistically, I mean. But I understand Protoss, they get warped in. And then again, that doesn't work either. It's like, what are they doing? Waiting to be warped in? Waiting for a battle? I don't know. Maybe they're just all in cryostasis or something, waiting for battle. Or they're just in constant, I don't know, zen? I haven't got a clue. Expansion is halfway on there for the Terran. Both gases are now a simulator. No, still no rally point for Zaphod. And the reactor is now... There we go, activate. And there we go, a Stargate at the sneaky pylon. I wonder if it's going to be void rays. I can't imagine anything else. I guess it could... I don't know. It could be a tech straight to carrier. Then again, if you're going to step to the carrier, I don't know. It could be anything. Okay, it couldn't be anything. It's most likely to be void rays. However, we'll soon find out. As you can see, the warp technology, warp gate technology is now being researched. And there we go, pylon placed in there. I presume for scouting. And Marauders coming, and yeah, I kind of screwed up positioning. That's why you saw it move a bit. I wasn't able to go left at all. And oopsie. I really need to stop that, to be honest. I don't know if you cancel it. Moving it to the side would probably help. I don't know. The SCV is now finished. I'm wondering if it... well, it's not, obviously not mining. Probably be better for it to go onto the Xel'naga watchtower. Marines and Marauders, just an MM at the minute. Still no rally point for any of them. I guess it's one of the very early games for Zaphod. And Fleet Beacon. And an extra pylon. Always good to put an extra pylon in. Don't want your plans ruined just because you've got to put pylon. I would say a pylon per building, if not 2 pylons per building. And there we go again. I really need to find a way to stop that. Another gateway coming in. He's not lacking on ground forces if he does decide to make anything. He hasn't got a thing. Warp gate technology is still being researched. 2 SCVs coming away. Supply depot. He's not. He didn't really need the supply depot, but I guess it's safe. Early game. Again, that for a Terran, that refinery had to be built a lot earlier, especially, like I said, for Terran. I'm still not sure about that, and I guess we're never gonna find out. But yeah, the refinery has to be built a lot sooner. The first one has to be built, I think, just after. Was it just? It's either. I'm not too sure about time. It's either just after or just before the barracks. Then the second one is either when you get your second barracks, and there we go. The weird hex octagonal. This is a 3D. Well, what's the 3D shape? But yeah, the octagonal showing that the mothership is on its way. The sound of gateways turning to warp gates. Always a nice sound to hear. Unless you're the enemy and you hear. That's when you know you're screwed. If you're attacking with a small force, that is. Because you can warp in units almost instantly, to be honest. It's getting there. It's not completely saturated. It's about one SCV per mineral patch. There's only 6 mineral patches. Yeah, it's the same. I don't know. Surely it would dry up sooner if there's only 6. There we go, scanning. I hope he notices the octagonal thing. If not, I guess that's why they put it in, so when he's scanning, yeah, he can see the octagonal thing. I wonder if he thinks it's just chrono boost, because that's chrono boost. We don't know. I don't think he is expecting it, and 5 SCVs not working. Unfortunate, really. I don't know where these SCVs are. There's one with the factory just finished building. Income a lot in favour of the Terran, obviously by about 100, 200, no, about 100, about 116. Well, this is more of a barracks, reactor tech lab than factory starport. Yeah, I don't know what that is really. I think it's a good strategy, to be honest. Going, I think it's good against Protoss to go heavy infantry at the start, and then transition into what you will. But that's just my personal view. In fact, I might adopt that as my own thing.
This better be good.
However, I think I'm gonna have to experiment. I'm really bad at the minute. I don't know how to get my strategies in order. I really need help on strategies. Because if I mess up the build order, I have no idea. Mothership is almost complete. Chrono boosting it like hell to get that out. I assume he's gonna mass recall from here to there. I am not entirely sure. However, the discrepancy is quite large. APM for blue is practically 0. When I say practically 0, I mean it is actually 0. He's not doing anything. Then again, why do you need to? Nothing's happening. This is more of a macro game style, I guess. He now has 700 minerals. Now, this is when you realize, oh, I have warp gates. Yeah, that's basically why I have to. One problem is though, when you're still making probes from your Nexus, and then you suddenly go to a mothership, I sometimes forget that, oh, I don't want to go to my minerals. Not that it's that big of a deal, but still. Supply is 60 over 66, and hiding the mothership there, very good idea, to be honest. I wouldn't think to go look in there. Although I would have seen the mothership being built if I was a Terran, if I remembered to scan. I really want to get good at all three of the races. I really want to be able to play random. And I think I'm going to have attention. There's a lot of Marines there. I don't know why Marines hiding behind the reactor. But as I was saying, back to Marine. I do like the double Marine. I'm going to pause it there. So stay tuned for part 2.